Christians around the world are changing their attitude to what's happening in Palestine. We feel frustrated, we feel helpless, we feel angry. My name is Stephen Sizer, Reverend Dr Stephen Sizer. I'm the founder and director of Peacemaker Trust. I'm chair of the Convivencia Alliance. The Palestinian Christians in Gaza are a very small minority, perhaps 1,000 at the most, and they're suffering exactly in the same way that Muslim Palestinians in Gaza are suffering. They won't be celebrating Christmas in the traditional way that we have in the past. The Christian hospitals, the schools, and the churches have all been bombed and targeted. This week, an Israeli sniper shot and killed 2 women in the Roman Catholic Church compound, injured another 7.
My extended family, who are in the Holy Family Parish Church in Zaytun in Gaza. There are tanks outside the gates, there are soldiers and snipers pointing into the complex, shooting at anyone who ventures out. And the convent was bombed. On Saturday, 2 women were shot. They were simply trying to get to the toilet. They are nuns, orphans, disabled people. They are a small Christian community.
There have been numerous attacks on the churches and schools and hospitals. They're suffering alongside their Muslim brothers and sisters, and it's bleak.
جئنا من فلسطين الجريحة في هذه الأيام والتي تذبح من الوريد إلى الوريد وخاصة في قطاع غزة، والضفة تتعرض إلى انتهاكات واعتقالات لأبناء شعبنا. فإحنا في فلسطين شعب واحد مسيحي ومسلم مواطنين، فما يتعرض له المسلم يتعرض له المسيحي، وكلنا ندافع في صف واحد عن فلسطين وعن مقدساتنا وخاصة مدينة القدس. فهناك يعني حرب ضد كل الشعب الفلسطيني بكل مقدساته وأفراده وتاريخه ومدنه وقراه.
Probably 20 to 30,000 Christian Palestinians in Palestine. The number is shrinking in Palestine itself, but the diaspora is much, much larger because the majority of Palestinian Christians have been forced out of the land and are now either refugees or have settled in other countries. Palestinian Christian organizations are at the forefront of the campaign for an independent, sovereign, contiguous Palestinian state, or one democratic state for all Israelis and Palestinians. Organizations such as Sabil in Jerusalem, or Kairos Palestine, for example, the Holy Land Trust. Christians in the West who support Israel are known as Christian Zionists. They're convinced that the Jews remain God's chosen people, that God gave the Jews exclusive claim to the land, and therefore the land, Jerusalem, and so on, is the exclusive right of the Jews. This is based on a total misreading of the Hebrew and Christian scriptures. It's not surprising, perhaps, that it's Christians in countries that themselves have been colonizers of the world are supporting another settler colonial enterprise, namely Israel. You can't be a Christian and a racist, and Zionism is a form of racism. Christians around the world are changing their attitude to what's happening in Palestine. We feel frustrated, we feel helpless, we feel angry, we feel shocked at what we're seeing happening in Gaza especially, but also the West Bank. My hope and prayer is that that change will impact our governments through lobbying, through protests, through the marches every week, that our politicians will have to change their approach and demand a ceasefire and demand war crimes investigations against the criminal behavior, the war crimes committed by the Israeli regime.